Hello, I want to talk to you about a statement I made many years ago, and it's talking about change. I love that because it impacted my life. And it says, if you don't change with change, then change will ultimately change you. It will change you for the better, or it will change you for the worse. Now, what do I mean by that? There's a point in time in all of our lives as we go through life, there is a point where you have to pivot and you have to decide to make a change. And if we don't decide to make that change, then change changes us. It's forced upon us. There are some things that we're being forced upon, like the storm is here and the virus is here, and we've got to determine what we're going to do in order to either survive or be comfortable or move on. And it's the consciousness of change. It is the very consciousness of change. I know people would have asked me many times about, well, how did you were able to do this and why were you able to do that? And one of the things that I realized that I ultimately got up and began to prepare to change. I was consciously aware that I knew that I could not do the things that I used to do or stay in the same environment I used to. You have to choose to change. If you don't change, change changes you. Whether it's with your job, whether it's with your finances, whether it's with relationships, anything that you are thriving to do, you have got to be the captain of the ship to decide where you want it to land, where you want to go. And you have to decide on how you're going to make these changes. You have to itemize. You have to be determined the outcome that you want if you're going to make changes, the outcome that you want. You're responsible for the outcome that you want, not someone else. And many times I've heard people say this, they said they were going to help me, or they said they were going to do this for me and they promised me this. No. No, 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 no. No, no. You can't put your responsibilities on other people because they didn't come through for you. That has to be in the back of your mind. Just in case someone doesn't come through for you, you have to have plan B. You have to have plan C. And you have got to be responsible for the outcome. No one is going to be responsible for your outcome. This is the time, saints of God, because so many things are happening in our lives. And I want you to take some time now while we are on this lockdown because of this virus. Take this time and say, you know what? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? I think the first thing you have to do is determine your environment. What kind of environment that you're in? Who are your friends? Who are you socializing with? What are you doing? You created the environment that you're in. Okay, then since you made that creation, now do you need to eliminate people out of your environment? Do you need to change your job setting? Do you need to change your relationship? Do you need to change your outcome of what you want in life? Maybe your career. You need to make a decision about you're not making enough money. You might want to go into a new profession. But that's going to be on you. That's going to be on you. I remember I have a member, and she was extremely smart. And she would be, well, I ain't about money. I said, look. I said, you look here, listen here. First of all, you're too smart. Smart people should be making lots of money. That's why you are smart. And sure enough, she took my rebuke, because some people don't like it when I talk a little hard. But I tried to tell the truth. I said, you get yourself back in school. And right now, today, she has a professional job, making professional money, and doing well. By choice. By choice. Now, some of us got a bad choice about money. We can't manage money. I got family members that can't manage money. I got friends that can't manage money. They just afraid of money because they can't control the money. The money controls them. All right, if you know that, then you need to partner with someone who can help you manage your money. Because it's not good to be broke all the time, or not have any money, or not be able to take what you have and use the resources to make it be what you want it to be. And I always tell people this, it's really not the money. It's how you invest in it. It's what you know you have to make it work for you. You can have $35 and someone else can have $100. And you can probably do the same thing with the 35 as a person can do with the 100. And you may say, well, how can that be? It determines how you decide to manage it. It's how you are going to determine how you're going to manage it. The person that knows how to manage their money is going to get the best results, whether you got $35 or whether you got $100 or whether you got $500 or they got $5,000. And you can say, oh, I just need some more money. That is not true. I've been around people, my God, and I can tell you, it's not money. If I just had more money, no, you have to manage what you have, okay? So now, the next thing I want to talk about is that change. Things won't stay the same. And it's okay to be honest with yourself. This is the key to change. You must be honest with yourself. Well, I just don't want to do so. No. You be honest with yourself. You be honest with yourself. Let me use a scenario right here. Let me use something. Sometimes, and not sometimes, we all grow up. And there are times we grow apart. Sometimes we can't do what we did when we were 40, 45, or when you were 20, and now you're 30. Some friends that you have, sometimes you grow apart. If you can stay together, then you have the same mind, the same likes, the same things, and you could just be friends all the time. In relationships just vary. It just depends on who's doing the growing. Now, I find out that in some relationships, everybody who stays the same is in the same category. But there's maybe some person out of that category will say, you know what? I'm going on to a new venture. I'm going into a new direction. I'm changing the way I'm going to go. And so now, therefore, I may have to, it's not so much lose friends, but you just started doing things different, not because it's anything bad or good. Your focus is on getting you to your destiny. Don't allow yourself to just ask your friend, well, what do you think? Or what you think I should do? Because your friend is not you. Your friend doesn't know what you need to do. Only you know what you need to do. Only you can answer that. Only you can dictate what's in you to make you do this, to go for it. This is my secret. This is my secret. If I'm going to do something, I need to know that I can get it done and I want to do it. I'm going to do it with or without you. Because it's all about what I think I need to get done. Some of you have to get the opinions of 30 people before you decide to do anything. Do you hear me? By the time you get that answer from, oh, you think I should do this? You're not going to do anything. Because guess what? What's in that person telling you what to do is not in you. So you can't be like a genie, blink your eyes and get in that person and do what they want you to do. The only way you're going to be successful is what's in you. What's in you? Whatever is in you. Not what in everybody's around you. That's control and manipulation. You don't have to do that. You don't need to do that. Well, you can listen at those folks all you want to, but that's in them. That's in them. That's in them. That's in them. Let me say it again. That's in them. There are people who, they talk. When I was younger or something. Well, I don't want to go overseas, or I don't feel like I need to go this place because I'm comfortable. That's in them. That's in them. Well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get that and I'm going to do this, because the power to do whatever you need to do is in you. It's not in other people's opinion. People that have a lot of opinion, I found out that they don't really know a lot. They like to talk. They talk a lot, but they don't know a lot. So when you are talking to someone, please try to get counsel from someone that's been there and have done that. I'm going to go after this, though. This is really, I'm going to go after this. I had a situation once with a friend. And so I was asking them a question about, their finances and stuff like that. And I said, well, who are you getting? So they told me the person's name. And I said, well, have they ever done it before? Have they ever, managed this type of money? Well, in other words, the answer was no. And I was like, all in my mind, I'm thinking, how are you going to let him do something that he haven't done for himself? And you're going to take counsel from him? I never said it, though. I just thought it. Listen. You want some? I'm trying to get this light out of my hair. I think if you want to get some good counsel, go to somebody who has done it. They're not going to tell you what to do, but they can tell you some insights. They can tell you some pitfalls. They can probably give you some good advice. But listening that these people that haven't done it, you are planning for failure. Sit down and find out. If you don't want to fail, the best thing to do is to be around someone who've succeeded in that area. And you don't have to even be around them. You just need to get a few minutes of their time, and you just need to talk to them and find out what is it that you want to do that you might be afraid of, that you have to face. And it probably will take the fear from you, because they're going to tell you exactly how to process what you're trying to do. At least explain it to you in a simplified way where it'll eliminate all the fears you have about doing something. I can tell you this, one of my friends said to me, I said, I'm going to go in business. And I'm like, what if I fail? What if I fail? What if I fail? And the person said, well, you just won't be able to do that. So they asked me, well, how much money you plan to put in it? I said, oh, I don't know, but it wasn't a lot of money. It was like $2,000 or $3,000. Well, that's no money. If you can learn something and you fail with $3,000, you've learned something that you would not have learned. But when I look back on it, I really didn't fail. I ended up staying in the business for 10 years. But I thought that was very straight to the point to let me know, well, if you fail, you only lost about $3,000. And, that's a good lesson that you paid for, that you would have learned. But I took the $3,000 and I went on into business, and it was a very good, successful business. And I love it to this day. Wish I could go back to it, but I can't. But I just want you to know that you have to get out and do what you believe you can do. And even failure is not all bad. It just teaches you lessons that you would not have learned if you hadn't tried. Listen, have a good, blessed day. And you take care of yourself. And just let's move on forward. Do some thinking while you got the time to stay home. Write your ideas down, write your vision down, mark off what you didn't do. Say, well, this is what I didn't do. This is what I need to do now. And just get back up. There's no limit on when you need to get a lot of things done. I'm still working on a book that I started a year or two ago, okay? I'm going to get on it, though. But anyway, my publisher's giving me 45 more days to get it done. I'm like, okay. But, it doesn't make who you are if you don't get it done. You are who you are by the grace of God. You are a great creation, made in the image and in the likeness of God. And because you're made in the likeness and the image of God, you can always do great things, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. You have a good, blessed day. God bless you. Be safe. Bye-bye.